Okay, welcome to part two. I don't know, probably won't be here much longer, but I did want to show you guys something and see if maybe I could start working on this e-spinner. Now that I've had my snack, I have a little bit more energy. Okay, let me back the camera up so you guys can see. But this is my e-spinner I have MacGyvered, and I'll explain it. There you go. Okay, so here's the electric cable, and that it's so that it's supposed to sit in these little clampy things, but it's not clamped down right now. So anyway, this is its third and probably final incarnation. Got my core yarn attached there. I don't want to. So I'm doing some core spinning. Okay, so what I've got is a bamboo cutting board, and I've got everything mounted onto that. It's just sitting on a PVC base for the moment. It was just easier to lift it up off the table, and picking it up is easier. So anyway, this is the basic unit. This is a sewing machine motor, and I've got some copper strapping. And then I was looking at this, and I'm like, steampunk decoration. Yeah, that's the way we're going to go. So this is the works of a spinning wheel. So this motor takes the place of the big wheel that goes round and round and the treadles, so that all I have to do is finish decorating. So I don't have to finish this because I already did that. This is the mother of all unit off of my traditional Ashford spinning wheel. Okay, and this is attached to the actual spinning wheel with two hinges. So all I had to do was attach it to the cutting board with the two hinges, and I'm good to go. Figuring out all this other stuff, I had some help from my husband, thank goodness. Of course, I had to explain to him, you know, the basics of how it works and stuff, and he got a little bored, but I think I got him interested in, you know, the mechanics of it. This is my toggle switch, which turns it on and off. I purposely put a very short electrical cord on it, which I had to wire through this little contraption over here. But this is a dimmer switch. Okay, you know how you turn lights and lower and, you know, everything, the lights. So that's a dimmer switch. Okay, what this does, it allows me to set the speed and turn it on and off by clicking the button, just like that. So that when it comes on, theoretically, it's at the same speed as I left it. Okay, so this was a hoot to mess with. The first incarnation was a board and clamps. Okay, so this is a light switch cover. The knob will come off, and you can see that it's a light switch cover. It's got the hole cut out right there. And so, let me make sure I get that turned off again. I've got it MacGyvered onto the board under here, and so it's all attached down. These little clamps will get, they're not all the way tightened down right now because I've been messing with it, so I had to get them out of the way. Anyway, I need to finish the decoration on the cover. Let me see, if I tilt this, let's see which way. If I tilt it this way, you can kind of see that mechanics under there, under the box. See the little box under there? Okay, well that's where the electronics are housed. Anyway, I need to cover this whole unit to keep the dust and the fiber out of it. So I decided to take some foam core and cut it to fit. And of course, I'll glue it all together. It's just pinned right now. But once I get it, you know, finished, I'll glue it all together. But what I've got to do now is decorate it and then fit it back underneath there in its proper place, which is easier said than done at the moment because that clampy thing is in the way. Now I got it out, in and out of there earlier. Oh, I have to go that way. There we go. I just have to turn it. I knew there was a way. Okay, so anyway, this is going to fit up under there, and this will be finished off on this end. That'll be another piece. So it'll be totally enclosed, so that all I have to do is on the front, I'm not going to glue the front piece. I'm going to pin it like I've got these. These are just little sequin pins at the moment, but I'll use longer pins and get it done. But I want to go ahead and finish the outside. Now the top is not going to matter because it's going to be under the light switch plate. Now, before y'all give me too much credit, let me explain how how I started this. Now, I looked everywhere on the internet. I mean, I spent weeks looking at everybody's do-it-yourself e-spinners. I spent weeks looking at the ones for sale. I knew what I wanted it to do and how I wanted it to do it. It was a matter of gleaning all these ideas from everyone else and putting it together. And so, with the help of my husband, this is what we came up with. So, the decorating, that's my thing. I've got to admit that, you know, that I love the decorating part. I love putting it together, and that was fun. But I must say, it doesn't work exactly the way I wanted it to. And it's probably because the string that I have here around the pulley slips a little bit on this motor. Now, my husband says, well, let's do this motor and this motor and this motor and hook it up to the computer. And, you know, no. He was getting way too complicated. I had to, like, okay, wait, hold on. Put on the brakes. So he got way too complicated. Anyway, I think he's still thinking about this other thing. But, you know, you can make your own flyer, but the thing about this is I have the option of putting this back on the wheel because it's 4 screws. Comes off with 4 screws and goes back on the traditional wheel, no problem. So I've not messed this up at all. Now you can buy just this part. You can buy this part. I think it's 100 and something. But you can buy this part. And if I was going to set this up, you know, permanently, I would probably go ahead and buy another flyer unit. However, I would buy the bulkier flyer unit so I can do my art yarn on here. This right now is not really conducive to the big art yarns that I want to make. So it's good for the, you know, the basics, and sometimes I can get the singles on here and then do the art yarn on the other, what I've rigged on the other wheel. So I've MacGyvered something on my Victoria wheel. But anyway, I'm going to decorate this, and I'm going to do it with silver tape, which is, where's my tape? Okay, here's my tape. So I have this box with my tapes in there, my holders in here, and I've got all my tapes. And so what I'm going to do is run the silver tape through the Vagabond with the texture plate. Not this one, no. Hard snow. I've got my, what did I do with it? Okay, anyway, a texture plate with the steampunk stuff on it. Oh, it's the leaves. Well, anyway, it's the texture plate, okay. But it's got the gears and whatchanots and things on it. Is that one of them? Oh yeah, there's one. Okay, so I've got, I think 3. I think I've got 3 different ones. But anyway, there's a tag I made. Tim Holtz put up a tag. Let me grab it off the board here. Hopefully not knocking the board. I want to have a craft lunch back there. Okay, so I made this tag from one Tim Holtz had done. He had one on his page, and I think it was, I don't know if it was last year or year before, 2012, September 2012. That's what this month was. Okay, so if you can see, the texture in the back is the silver tape. Oh gosh, the lighting is so bad. Okay, you can see the texture. You can't see the color, but you can see the texture on this. And that's kind of what I have in mind to do to my little wheel box over here. I don't know what to call this little box. The control box? I don't know. Anyway, so I'm going to use the silver tape and the texture panels and decorate the panels of the sides of the box in steampunk. Okay. I also have some cling vinyl that I was thinking about putting it on the motor. There's two sections here on the motor that I could decorate. I'll have to think about that as I progress. And I have a piece of clear, this is from packaging. I don't even know, and it's clear, you can't see it, right? But it covers the wire hookup right there, and I got to try to keep the the fiber and the dust out of there. But I've got another piece of this, and I'm going to cut it so that it's more enclosed, and try to figure out how to stick it down. I'm not sure how to do that, but working about that. I don't know, working on it. Anyway, that's what I'm working on this. It's usable, but I want to finish it, finish, so that the unit is here. Now I want to put some legs on this board as well. So I have to find the right legs. This PVC gizmo is part of my card weaving loom that lives in the closet in a Ziploc bag. Because it stays in parts. I'm not using it right now. It takes up a lot of room. It's like 3 feet long. Anyway, the base for that I'm using with that is too high. So my whole deal with making an ESpinner was so that I could stand up and spin. Or I can sit cross-legged and spin. Or sit on a counter and spin, without having to treadle, right? This is cool. This is very cool. So far, this is where I'm at with this, and I'll be attempting to decorate, and we'll see where that goes. But right now, I think I need to cut some more pieces of foam core, and since I'm on my cutting mat, we'll do that right now. That copper tape is heavy. Okay, now I've got to move a chair. Hopefully you won't hear a craft-a-lynch. Another Paula-ism. I love that. All right. I'm trying to find, I found it. I just have to get to it. My bag of scraps. See? I have a lot of foam core scraps. Just need to get to the right pieces. I had some that were there. That one. So let me slip this back in. There it goes. Be one less thing to do later. I try to put things away as I go if I can, if it's not going to take too long. Because, man, cleaning up after a stream, oh, geez. It's very messy. Because you get everything out, and it gets very messy. Okay, so I'm needing the measurement from here to here. The ruler is right here. So let's see if I can looks like 3 inches. Okay. These need to be trimmed down to 3 inches. Pencil. So I'm going to mark that right there. I'm going to take it apart. Put my pins on this handy dandy little magnet that's still sitting here. Yay! And then I need an identical piece, oops, to this one. So I'm going to go ahead and I like to measure like this so that I get everything straight. Give myself a straight line. And then I can cut that. And then I will do the exact same thing with the other one. Okay, so let me trim these down first. Let me find my knife. Okay, let me go to the drawer. Okay, so let me go ahead and cut this one. And I didn't cut them earlier because the design was still gelling. So now I can take this one, line it up, my pencil line, and this way. Be patient when you're cutting. Sometimes it takes a minute. Okay, so there's those 2 pieces. So there's my sides and my back. All right. Double check, make sure I've got the size right. Okay, looks good. Now, one thing I forgot to check was okay, so I'm going to need to trim it down just a bit because I forgot to check. That does, no, that goes on the outside. That's right, I did it right, never mind. Never mind, I did it right. It goes on the outside. The short ones go on the outside of the long one. So it fits together like this instead of like this. Okay, that's what I need to remember. All right, so there's my side pieces, and I'll put those over there. Now I need one just like this. And a smooth, straight corner and go from there. Take my pencil and just trace the lines. Put the pencil down, pick up the knife. What is that? Okay, that's not good. Trash. All right. Okay. Get that lined up and cut the line apart. Bit of a bumpy ride there. Still hasn't moved. There we go. Okay. This stuff gets a little messy sometimes. If your knife wasn't sharp, it'll make I don't know what you call that, bubbles, crumbs. It makes crumbs, but I don't know what you call the part that doesn't cut very well. Now, this is not the knife. This has got something to do with this piece of foam core. Because that knife is sharp. That's a new blade. I don't know what is up with this particular piece, but it did that before. So I don't know. I don't know. You know, the same box as the others. No clue why it did that. Okay, so that's fine there. I'm going to make sure it matches. Looks good. Alright, now let me clean up this mess because this stuff will get everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. If I don't catch it now. Rulers come in handy, don't they? Alright, let me grab the baby wipes. I need to wipe the crumbs. Because if that stuff gets in my paint, I will be upset. No styrofoam in the paint. Get all the little crumbs. Excuse me for the cleanup, but necessary. All right, and we'll take away the scrap. Pick those up. Pick that up. Put it back. And get these guys over here. Messy, messy, messy. Okay. That's got it. Anymore. Okay. Another piece of pattern. Because if the tape gets wet, sticky. It won't stick. Alright, put the knife back. Okay, now get the tape. Okay, now I've got to find all of my folders that I needed. Nope, not that one. No, hang on. Room to move. Okay. Now let me see what I did with those. I have a ton. Oh, there's my keys. I might have two. I guess they're all scattered. And blocks. Okay. Those will do. Okay, so there are all of these to choose from. And I think my tape. Okay, here's the inspiration. I'm going to stand it on the bottle of water there. Get my roll of tape. And here's another tip for you with the tape. This is a, what is that? Oh, that's you know those kids' looms that you make pot holders with? That's a loop from one of those. I get that from the kids, the grandkids. So I've just looped it to keep the tape from unrolling. Okay, but yet it slides so that I can reel my tape off. Okay, another tip of the day. Okay, I don't know how many that makes. Okay, so yeah, look at that. The tape is almost exactly the right width. Oh, couldn't get any better than that. All right, couldn't ask for better. Okay, so I'm going to reel some of this off, and let's see how much I need to put into one of these folders. I think all of these are the same size. This one is bigger. I'm not going to worry about that because I don't really need it any bigger than these guys. Okay, so we're good. Okay, so I'm going to, I think my favorite are these and the keys. So I'm going to use this one. Okay, I need to get to the vagabond. I've got to move a couple things. Uh-oh. Can't use the vagabond right now. The lamp is there. Oh, man. I'm going to lose some of my light if I do this. But you know what? We're just going to do it. It's got to be done. We're just going to do it. Okay, lamp on the floor. Move the stack of stuff that was holding the lamp up. It's going to take me a minute. Okay, almost there. Now let's see if I can open it. There we go. Yay, room. All right, now I need the plates. I need this plate, and where's the new one? There's the new one right there. Okay, I had this stuff stacked up there to hold my lamp up. Okay. Into the yarn basket. Oh, interesting. Okay. No crafter lamps, thank you very much. What I do need is this. Okay, now, do I need the shim or not? Let me see. Every time I do this, I have to look. Yes, I think I do need the shim. Although I'm going to try it without first, because I think it made it too deep last time I did this particular tape. All right, so I'm going to put my plate on, that one down. Oh, I guess I need to cut a piece of tape about that size. And let's see, which way do I want it to come up? This way, so I'm going to face down. Okay, and that face up, and plate on top of that. Now let's see if that works. Vagabond doing its thing. And the reveal. Yep, perfect. I do not need the shim. The shim makes it too deep. That is perfect. Absolutely perfect. All right, now let's get some on this one. Need 4 pieces. Let's see, which way do the bumpies go? The bumpies in or out? In or out. And this side. Let's try that. And in we go. And yep, that's the way I wanted it. Excellent. All right, now I want a piece of this, and then I want the keys. I'm going to roll that around. Get some more tape. 2 pieces. Okay. Oh, there you go. Down you go. All right, so I want, this is like the tire tread thing. Let's see, which way do I want it to go? Up this way. I think. If it doesn't work, just use another piece of tape. Yep, that's what I wanted. Okay, and one more piece with the keys. Now let me see, keys go up, face down. And where do I want to put it? I want to put it right here. Yep, came out right. All right. Now we're cooking. Okay. Got those 4 pieces. Now let me stick these up here where they belong, but they won't end up on the floor. They're very slippery. Okay, now we need to use some black paint and darken these up. And I need to get a craft mat. Where is my, oh, here it is. This is my portable one. Stack those up and roll this out over here. Here's the tape. Let's put it back in the box. All right, now I need some black paint. I'm going to get my Eileen. You still haven't used that Vagabond? Is it out of the, ever been out of the box? And how many years has it been? Oh, too funny. My goodness. Americana Lamp Black is my very favorite black paint, acrylic paint. And I need a paper towel. I just had a paper towel. Where did it go? There it is. Alright, so I'm going to get a piece of this paper towel. Reserve a piece of paper towel for the wiping and a baby wipe. Box. Put it up here. Vagabond is now pretending to be a shelf. Okay. Of course, I've lost my light, so we'll have to do the best we can. Alright, so I'm going to put some paint. Uh-oh. Provided I can get the paint to come out. It was sideways, but it wasn't upside down. I used it once, and yes, it's out of the box, and I dust it once a week. Poor Vagabond. Aw, I'm sorry you don't like it. I love mine. Okay, so, oh, I know what I need. I need a sponge brush. This is the second use on this brush. And what you do is brush it on, and then we leave it to dry for just a minute. Try not to get fingerprints in it. And it doesn't matter which way you brush it, because when you wipe it off, it doesn't make any difference. You just want to try to get it in all the little crevices, because that's the cool part. Get it in all the crevices and fingerprints out of it. And oh, just the right amount of paint. All right. Don't have to get out a journal and swipe it in there. Yay. Okay. Fingerprints off. Okay. Hold it by the end. That's helpful. Okay. Now we're going to let this sit here a minute before I wipe it off. Because if you wipe it off too soon, you wipe your paint away. And you want some of it to stay on there and mute that silver so that it looks like it's, you know, aged. So we want to let it sit for a minute. Another class, Eileen? Sounds like you take as many classes online as I do. Trying to keep up is the hard part. But once you download the information, you know, you can do it at your leisure. Which, leisure? What's that? Black paint on the fingernails. Boy. It doesn't want to come off along with the brown dye that was there. It doesn't want to come off either. Okay, let's see. This, no, that's not quite turning on. Let me turn this fan on. If it won't blow everything away, we'll be good. See if I can get it, because I don't want to take the heat gun to tape. You do not want to use the heat gun on tape. You will not have any sticky, or you will have sticky everywhere. So I'm going to see if I can't keep the fan on the tape. Oh, Natalie's new class. Okay. You know, I got the email, but I didn't even read it. I need to clean my email out. There's like 1,000 emails sitting in there. I haven't cleaned it out since February. Yeah, it's a lot of. I get a lot of newsletters. Man, I didn't even realize it. Oh, you tweeted the link last week. Well, I didn't see it, so I did not see it. Okay, so that's looking a little bit better. Let's give it a try. Let me turn the fan off so I don't have any accidents backing into the paint. Okay, so I'm going to get my paper towel and I'm going to buff it and see what we get. Oh, nice. Very nice. Okay, so you can buff it and the parts that stick up will go back shiny. Not completely shiny, but they'll go back somewhat shiny. And the background is a little more scuffed than I like, I think. So I think I'm going to try, a piece of baby wipe on this corner and see, and that's going to take off too much. Okay, that's not what I wanted. I'll just rub it a little bit more. Let's see. Maybe I let it dry too much. We can always redo it if necessary. So let me go ahead and start wiping. I think I want to wipe one direction on this one and see what that looks like. Yeah, it may have gotten too dry. It's really ripping into my paper towel. Oh, I kind of like this. That really looks cool. I like that a lot. Okay. I like that too. Okay. This is cool. Okay. Oh, I do like that. Okay. Except I don't like this one so much. Okay, maybe that will be on the left side and I won't see it so often. Okay, so we'll leave that there. All right, let me pick this up and get rid of the mat, and I'll clean it up later. I think I'm going to have to blow my nose. Move that over here. Allergies. Huh. Wish whatever's in the air would go away. But this one tree right after another. I don't know what trees we have now. Cedar and then oak, and now there's something else. I don't know. It drives me crazy. Okay, so here's our pieces of tape. Here's our panels. So I think I want to put the one I was less crazy about, which was this one, on this piece. So let me see if I can get it cut to fit. Okay. Keep it turning right. And it should be right on there. All right, good deal. Now, I think for, this can go in the recycling because the foil is also recyclable. What I want to do is take my black Pitt pen, my black Brad Pitt pen. This is the one I use for all my edging and everything. So I'm going to go ahead and make a shadow on the foam core. Get all those edges covered up. Although on the bottom doesn't matter so much, but I'm a perfectionist. I got to do the bottom too. All right. Get that one just in case. Okay, one. That worked well, so let's continue. The other pieces. Okay, let's see. Which one is my favorite that I want to see on the front? This one. This is the one I want to see on the front. Place it where I want it and trim it. Go further down, I think. Like that, yeah. That's what I want, right there. Okay, get that trimmed. And this will be the piece I would look at all the time when I go to hit the button. Okay. That's good. Let's try it. Come on. The other one came off so nicely, and you're going to argue with me. There you go. Yep. I bent it, and I didn't want to do that. Now it's going to be more difficult. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now we got it. Here's my rag. So I want to push it with the air bubbles out, but I don't want to smush anything down. Wrinkle, get out of there. Okay, good. Excellent. Okay, here we go. All right, got that one. Let me get it painted. I have also used this marker to do what I did with the black paint. Since it's India ink, it works for that too. But I like the scratchy effect of the paint. It's a little more aged, and I like that. Guess I could have put the camera. You know, I didn't think about moving the camera closer since I'm doing details. Oops. Gotta keep my hair out of it now. And this probably isn't necessary, but you never know. I don't want any chance of white showing. Because I don't like it when that happens. I only like white in my Zentangles. Which I was thinking about Zentangling the top of the light plate there. Not sure. All right, piece number 2. That's the front. Little thing back there. That piece. Now, let me see. This will be the back. Now, when I go to put this together, I may have to smush a little bit of the raised areas to get it to fit flush, because the top, oh, no I don't, never mind, not needed to do that. All right, because it fits up flush this way, so won't need to do that. All right. My stomach says it's lunchtime. Wait, wait. There we go. This time, I'm going to do it inside the outside. That worked out much better. Now I'm wondering if I should spray seal this paint. What do you guys think? Should I spray seal this paint before I put it together? There. That's one good piece. Opinions on spray sealing, people? Do you think I need to spray seal this paint? Because I don't know. I mean, I don't think anything's going to rub on it except the electrical cord. Okay, there's that piece. That goes back there. One more. Gotta clean my scissors. Got some sticky on this from somewhere. Oh, maybe off the tape. Okay. Oh, you people are knitting? What are you knitting? I know Jean was making baby sweaters or something. Yeah, hooded sweater. Okay, yeah. Sorry, I'm not saying hi to everybody, but hi everybody. Working here. I get in the zone, I forget to look at the chat. Probably an easier way to color foam core, but I'm doing it this way. Last piece. And I think I'm going to stop after I get through with this because I haven't decided if I'm going to spray seal. And I need to think about that before I put it together. But I want to test fit and make sure everything is okay. Alright, looking good. I'm going to save these little pieces here. But get rid of these guys. And the recycling. Okay. Alright. So, whoops. Here's the pieces for my box. I'm going to go around the button. And while I eat lunch, I'll make my decision whether to spray seal or not. So I'm going to head out and get me some lunch and make that decision. And go get the mail because I think there's a box in the mail. Happy mail open box. So that would be good. So I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Help me get this done. Because when I stream, I tend to get projects finished. It's like, I don't know why that is, but it is. And I'm glad you guys are knitting. Hope you show pictures of what you're knitting on Twitter. Love to see them. So I appreciate you guys hanging out, and we'll see you next week. Y'all have a good weekend. Happy May Day again.